Warning, there is a good chance Bitcoin Mike has no idea what he's talking about. Do your own research. Enjoy the show. Thank you. All right, folks, let's take a quick look at the markets. Everybody talking today about, hey, look, we got the interest rate possible hike today up to 0.75%, which will be the fourth time they've gone that high. And the little glimmer of hope is that, the Fed is going to be very, very aggressive for now, but they're going to hint that they may be, they won't have to be as aggressive in the future, and that could actually be very good for the markets. If people can see that light at the end of the tunnel, they may actually start putting money back into the markets now. And then, of course, when the Fed actually does pivot, you're going to see basically trillions of dollars go back into the markets. So that's what everybody's thinking about right now. What do I think is going to happen? Yeah, we're definitely going to have a 0.75% hike. I mean, there's no way around it. And I'm sure the Fed will basically give that glimmer of hope for the future, because we have midterms coming up, and I don't think they want a complete crash of the markets. But as far as Bitcoin's still hanging out at 20,400. So basically, Bitcoin and cryptocurrencies are pretty much hanging out there. A lot of these altcoins are still pumping. You got Doge still at 13 cents, which is crazy. You got Litecoin. I've been telling people to buy Litecoin for the past 6 months. We're up to $61. Litecoin's up $10 from $50 to $61 in basically the last week or two. So that's why I've been telling you folks, I'm going to talk a little bit about this today, but don't follow the hype coins like a lot of these big YouTubers are telling you to buy. They always pump, but they always crash and they never come back. So also we got Theta. Theta was up like almost $1.20, $1.18 right now. We're at $1.22 last night. Theta's been doing very, very well off that bounce level of 94 cents. Again, I've been begging people to buy that. You can see right here, here's one of my videos from 2 weeks ago. Buy Litecoin ? And I can go back. I've been begging people to buy Litecoin at $51. For the past 6 months. So you can just look at my videos if you don't believe me. I wish I had more Litecoin. I don't. I have a little bit of Litecoin. I had a lot of Litecoin last bull market, and Litecoin wasn't like a top performer last bull market. And you could have gotten a 10x from Litecoin, whereas a lot of these other altcoins you could have gotten a 30x, and that pissed a lot of people off. One reason the sentiment is so low on Litecoin is a lot of people bought Litecoin at all-time highs in 2017, and they lost their ass because Litecoin was one of the few coins you could buy back in 2017 easily. And a lot of people just held on too long, or they bought too high. Charlie Lee sold all his Litecoin, which pissed a lot of people off. But looking back, he said he did it basically to make Litecoin more decentralized. And at the time, nobody believed it because he made so much money off selling it. But looking back, the best thing Charlie Lee ever did was sell all his Litecoin, because now Charlie Lee doesn't even matter. He hardly even tweets about Litecoin. If something were to happen to Charlie Lee, who cares? I'm not going to say who cares, but it wouldn't affect Litecoin as much as before when Charlie Lee was a major, major bag holder of Litecoin. So, it kind of all worked out in the end. You also have these articles that came out a couple days ago. MoneyGram adds Bitcoin, Ethereum, and Litecoin. You have to remember, whenever these payment services add Bitcoin, they always add Ethereum and Litecoin as well, because they're reliable and they're legacy coins. These coins have been around basically for over 10 years. They just always get added with everything. Litecoin gets grandfathered in with everything. So don't believe the negativity. I was watching Crypto's R Us George. He hates Litecoin, but you have to dig a little deeper of why he hates Litecoin. He was a miner of Litecoin, so he lost a lot of money. He actually didn't hold his Litecoin long enough. A lot of these people, what happens with Litecoin is they just start trading Litecoin. They get in and out of it, and they lose all their money versus just holding it and making a lot of money. So if you look at why George from Crypto's R Us doesn't like Litecoin, he sold a lot of his Litecoin before it pumped. Then he had a lot of Litecoin when Charlie Lee sold his Litecoin, and he also got screwed. So that's why a lot of these guys don't like Litecoin. They hate it because they see, wow, if I just held my Litecoin or did this with my Litecoin, I would have made millions of dollars, but I didn't. So they blame Litecoin for all their problems, when really their problem is they are just horrible traders and they couldn't trade properly. They couldn't trade their cryptocurrencies properly, and they just take it out on Litecoin. So Litecoin is a great coin, decentralized. Like I said, nobody really controls it. It's a legacy coin. It's pretty much on every single exchange, and you also have, not only is it added with every payment processor, you also have the Litecoin halvening coming up next year, which I think next bull market will be like the year for Litecoin. Like I'm looking at, like I was saying, maybe between a $500 and $600 Litecoin, maybe even we'll get $1,000 Litecoin. And like I said, I don't have a lot of Litecoin right now. I missed the boat. I was hoping Litecoin was going to drop below $50, and now it's at $60. So, I don't know. I'm not going to like FOMO into these coins because I have plenty of other cryptocurrencies. But if Litecoin goes back down to like $54, $53, maybe I'll pick some more up. But I really wish I bought a lot more because there's a lot of good stuff happening for Litecoin, regardless of what all the big YouTubers say who were just horrible traders, or they didn't play their cards right with Litecoin and then they got screwed. Because that's basically what it comes down to, folks. The people who don't like Litecoin lost money in Litecoin because they, like I said, they just made the wrong decisions. And Crypto's R Us George is the main guy. He has so much hate for Litecoin because he fucked up. He fucked up. Just like he fucked up with Celsius, UST. I'm sorry, folks. I mean, I like the guy and all that, but I don't think he has that great a grasp of a market. I don't really get the hype behind that guy. But whatever, it is what it is. And anyway, this is just my opinions. Litecoin could go to zero tomorrow, but I think it's one of the most reliable cryptos, and it's proven itself over the last 10 years. It's survived every bear market, and it's not a hype coin, and all the shillers aren't pumping it. So that's that for Litecoin. I've been begging people to buy it, and now it's pumping. Oh, what else we got going on? Analyst says Cardano presents epic buying opportunity for long-term bulls. Absolutely. This is what all of the big money is doing right now, folks. All of the whales. They're finding all these great projects like Cardano that haven't pumped crazy yet and that have dumped like 85, 95%, and they're buying the freak out of them. And I'm trying to be like one of those whales, even though, of course, I don't have that kind of money, but my goal is just to accumulate coins like Cardano, and that's what all the whales are doing. And that's basically what this article is talking about. Like I said, I think Cardano is going to be, between $5, $10, $15 in 2024. And, you have to basically, they always say, do what the smart money is doing. And the smart money is buying these projects. So you don't want to FOMO right now into projects that have like already completely pumped. And that's one problem that people fall into. It's like, oh, see what the dumb money is doing right now. Let's talk about a little bit about what the dumb money is doing right now. They've sold all their shit and they're on the sidelines. And now they just say, oh my God, Dogecoin is up so much. They could have got it 4 or 5 cents a week ago. They're FOMOing in. They FOMOed in yesterday when Doge was 15 cents. Now what's going to happen is Doge will probably drop back down to 7 or 8 cents at some point in the next month, and then they're going to sell it. And then Doge is going to pump, like in a couple months, back up to 20 cents. And then they're going to buy it. And then Doge is going to drop down to 10 cents, and then they're going to sell it. You can't fix the dumb money, folks. And like I always say this, there's a great line. In fact, I'm going to pull it up right now. There's a great line from one of my favorite movies, Caddyshack. And here it is. Now, Coach Snails or whatever his name is, giving some great life advice, folks. And while it is harsh, it is the reality of life.
I planned to go to law school after I graduated, but looks like my folks won't have enough money to put me through college.
Well, the world needs ditch diggers, too.
And that they do. The world does need ditch diggers too. And I guess the point with that one is, folks, not everybody's going to make it in crypto. Not everybody's going to make it in investing. Not everybody's going to make it in real estate. Not everybody can make it. And that's why socialism can never work. We're not all the same. You have to have 90% of the idiots fail in investing in cryptocurrency if you want to make any money. The goal with this channel, the goal what I want to do is follow what the smart money is doing, do the opposite of what the herd and the sheep are doing, and that's how you make money. All of the sheep right now are FOMOing into coins that have already pumped. That's not what you should be doing. Cardano has not really pumped yet. That's a coin you should be FOMOing into. Doge, I don't care if Doge goes up to like $1 million tomorrow. I'm not buying this fucker after like 100% pump. I should have bought it a long time ago. Sure, if it gets a big dump, I'm going to do it. But we don't want to do what the retail money is doing. And that's my point, and that's the point with Smells. Most people aren't going to make it. Let them go. Let them go. All right? They're not going to make it. Do you want to make it? Do what's right. And I know it's hard because you want to do what all the dumb money is doing, because that's what the herd is doing. And human beings instinctively want to follow the herd. But when you finally say to yourself, wow, most people are going to fail. Most people aren't going to make it, but I'm going to be the one person, by simply going against what all the dumb money's doing, I'm going to make it. That's how you're going to make it in cryptocurrency. And it's very, very easy once you have that mindset. But a lot of people, they just follow the shiny object, and it never works out for them. So yeah, right now we're simply accumulating. We're waiting for those CPI numbers. We pretty much know what's going to happen. They're pretty much going to hike it by 0.75%, but eventually they're not. And that's when all the money is going to flow back into crypto. And the timing right now is absolutely perfect, because we have the Bitcoin halving next year, 2024, which is probably going to be right around the time the Fed is done with this whole interest rate garbage. So you're going to see the stocks going crazy, and crypto going crazy, and gold going crazy, all at the same time. I'm expecting one of the biggest bull runs we've ever seen in crypto, and it's very, very exciting. Like and subscribe. Have a good day.